Good afternoon, all you fine people out there. Welcome to One Sober to Another. I'm Wayne, and I'm an alcoholic. Today's daily reflection is something very unique and very painful to an alcoholic like me. We have to admit that we are at fault. We have to admit that we have a dark side that we have to acknowledge in order to get past, make amends where it's necessary, and to get sober in order to thrive in our recovery. It's one of the most painful things that we will ever go through as an alcoholic or an addict is to look at us and say we have to change what we are in order for us to improve our quality of life and to thrive together and bring our experiences, strength, and hope to another alcoholic or addict who is suffering. Today's daily reflection for 26 January 2021, rigorous honesty. Let's go. Alright folks, tonight I have a live stream starting at 1900 Berlin time. That's 1 o'clock on the East Coast in the United States. The daily reflections. Let's get it. Who wishes to be rigorously honest and tolerant? Who wants to confess his faults to another and make restitution for the harm done? Who cares anything about a higher power, let alone meditation and prayer? Who wants to sacrifice time and energy in trying to carry AA's message to the next sufferer? Nope. The average alcoholic, self-centered in the extreme, doesn't care for this prospect unless he has to do these things in order to stay alive himself. 12 Steps and 12 Traditions, page 24. I am an alcoholic. If I drink, I will die. What power, energy, and emotion this simple statement generates in me. But it's really all I need to know for today. Am I willing to ask for help? And am I willing to be help to another suffering alcoholic today? Have I discovered the fatal nature of my situation? What must I do today to stay sober? Whoa, this seems so dramatic. I'm gonna die if I drink. You know what? That's absolutely 100% certain for me, this alcoholic. I went through so much bull crap and so much hell in my drunk history that I don't think in one inclination that I ever want to go back there. The way for me to assure that is to be rigorously honest in my daily inventories, meaning I take stock of everything I did in one day to see if I was at fault in something and if I have to repair any harm done to anybody else. That could be intentionally hurting someone's feelings, stepping on somebody's toes in anger, or whatever your situation may be. Those small things creep up on an alcoholic like me, and I have to do certain things by action in order to assure my next day of sobriety. Is there an alcoholic out there or an addict? Are you one who is suffering? It is my obligation, if I know that you are suffering and that I can be of service or help, to reach out and extend my hand to you and say, look, I'm here to share my experiences, strength, and hope with you in hopes that it can do something to benefit you to get sober or to thrive in your own recovery. And I mention that all the time, folks, because that's not just cookie cutter beat crap. I can sit here all day long and tell stories, but my stories only help you if you can connect with them and you can find something some commonality that sits with you and you say, oh, if he can do it, I can do it. And that's the way that I live my recovery, is that if I know that someone else has the strength and the courage to get through this and not alone, I can also put my ego to the side, get honest with myself, and be of help and service to someone else. Now this says, I am an alcoholic. If I drink, I will die. Look, folks, I'm not proud of my last 2 relapses. As a matter of fact, they almost took me to the grave. And I'm not even exaggerating about that, folks. I know for a fact that if I have one single drink, I'm not stopping until there's no more. And it doesn't matter what the consequence is. That's the alcoholic that I am. I don't know what the alcoholic that you are, but feel free to drop your comments below so someone else can get some of that, and perhaps it will resonate with them and it can sit with them, and maybe they can draw some positivity and some energy and some hope from what you have to share. Unless he has to do these things in order to stay alive himself. You know what? When I was in my heyday, when I was drinking, I was so self-centered and I didn't care about anybody else's feelings. I didn't care about what anyone else wanted or needed. I only cared about getting my next drink, and I didn't care what I had to do in order to get it. That's the type of alcoholic that I was. And for someone to say to me, I have to put all those selfish things aside and I have to, make restitution or make amends, blah, 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 because in my active disease, that's exactly what it sounded like. Blah, 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 blah. You ever heard that old Charlie Brown movie? Wah, 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 wah. It's all white noise, man. Until I got rigorously honest with myself and I was able to pinpoint some of the places that I was wrong in my own addiction, in my own alcoholism, and the faults that I did, or the faults that I was at with situations that occurred with other people where I had to make that right. When I did that, I felt calm and I felt peace and I felt relieved, and that helped me to stay sober yet another day, folks. If you've gotten anything from today's daily reflection or any of that is sitting with you, drop a thumbs up so we can keep this video in circulation. If you haven't taken the chance to subscribe, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. And I don't like to say things like that, but that keeps this channel alive. That keeps one sober to another literal, because one sober person talking to another person can save their lives. If you dig what I'm saying, life's a garden, folks. Dig it. I'm going to see you in the next one. Have a good day. Bye-bye.